Hey everybody, it's Craig again, and I'd like to talk to you guys about making a better line follower. One that might be able to handle sharp corners like you have right here. Now you can watch this robot, you can see it's fine on the straight lines, but when it gets to the corner, it's got to do a hard turn, right? Or it's going to leave the line entirely. And to do that, we're going to employ all three of our sensors. We're going to use the mid sensor as well as the left sensor and the right sensor. Now, just a couple notes about the mid sensor. First thing I want to mention to you guys is that the mid sensor itself, Q4, makes an appearance right here on our circuit board on this pad, but goes no further. So you have to actually solder a wire into the little pad just to the side of Q4 here, and bring that wire to port C5, port C pin 5, which is the analog port we're going to choose to use for our robot. Now you can see I've already got one here already wired up. Just don't forget to solder it down here. It's got to be soldered in the bottom, and this one you can just plug in the top. Okay, so how are we going to actually write our program? Well, let's look at a very simple algorithm. So I've got a representation of our loop right here and our robot right here. The algorithm should be something as simple as this. If the mid-eye right here sees black, then bear to the left. So here's the mid-eye over top of the black on the robot test mat. So it's going to bear to the left side. Eventually it's going to become white. If the mid-eye sees white, then bear to the right. White is right, black is left. And so it's going to kind of wiggle its way along this edge of the field. Gets into trouble though when it gets up to this point, because here the left eye is going to see black, right? If the left eye sees black, it's time for a sharp turn. So spin left, and that's going to spin the robot all the way to the left and let it proceed down this path. If the right eye sees black, then you want it to spin to the right. Okay, so that's all there is to it. It's just a little four-step, four-decision algorithm that we can play with. Let's have a look at some code. Okay, so here in the code we've set up some integers, a left eye an integer, right eye and mid eye we call it. We're setting our speed to 85. You can choose whatever you want. And we're going to make another variable called set point, another integer for set point. And we're going to set our set point to be about 400. That's between black and white. That seems like a good value. We're going to assign right eye is the port C1 and left eye is port C0, which is the wiring of the robot, and the mid eye is port C5. That's the one you added in. Here we see if mid eye is greater than set point, that means if it's black. If the mid eye is black, then bear left. The next set of instructions is if mid eye is white, then bear right. If the left eye is black right here, that means we're on a corner, spin left, all right, do a hard spin. And if the right eye is black, then spin right, do a hard spin. Okay, and just to mention, refresh you again on bear left and bear right. Those functions we have down here, we've added onto our robot. Bear left, the right motor is going forward, full speed, and the left motor is going forward, but I divided the speed by 2, so it's going a little slower, and that'll make it kind of move to the left. And bear right's the opposite. The right motor here is half speed, and the left motor is going full speed, so it's going to go the other direction. So it's a pretty simple program. It's a little fun activity. So see if you can get it working in this stage. Then see if you can improve it. Make it run faster. Make it run more efficiently. Okay? How fast can you make your line follower go? I look forward to seeing it. Take care.